YouTube, yay! So this will be kind of from A to Z. So there's probably going to be a lot of basic things that you all probably already know. But this will be for those that are probably new to YouTube, some of this. So if you won't, hopefully you won't mind about some of that. How do we get to YouTube? From our SNU Gmail page. Does everybody know how to do this little trick? Just go from the little apps box on the top right-hand corner, and then click on YouTube, and that's the YouTube page that is connected with your SNU account. Okay. Has everybody done that before? Pretty much? Okay.
No.
Oh, no? Oh, yay!
Actually, I've been using a personal account.
Oh, you have?
So
okay, so you have an SNU one, so yeah.
I will start doing
Go
that.
for it. Yeah. And so these are the types of videos you can upload to YouTube. And so this is just in case you are not aware of this. And so, of course, there's that little upload button at the top right on your YouTube home screen. Once you click that, you'll come to a screen, and this will be the next little icon that you'll want to click. And from there, you can tell it, okay, I want this unlisted, private, or public. Any questions about the different privacy settings that you can set?
Do you still recommend unlisted?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually another one, and I'll show that to you all a little bit later, but it's private, and it is integrated with your Google Plus page, and so it will bring in anybody that has an SNU Gmail account. So you can make it private to the whole world except anybody with an SNU account. So that's great for your courses if you don't want people to be able to look it up on YouTube, which is kind of like unlisted as well, but maybe it's a little bit more safer. So I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Create a video. I think we all know how to do this, but just in case, it's that little icon under webcam capture record, and you'll see a little black screen like this, and then after that you'll have to hit start recording at the bottom. So, all right. After that, where we'll be doing a lot of things today is in your Creator Studio. And on the home page, right next to upload, you have your little icon of your little face or whatever. You click on that, this drops down, and this is the option to click on, Creator Studio. So let me go there. So let me go to my home page here. Actually, I don't even have to be on my home page. It'll pop up from anywhere. This little icon right here, and then Creator Studio. Okay. Since we're only hit Control Plus and get it a little bit bigger. Back here. Okay, so then the next step, upload defaults. Okay, so you can make it to where everything that you record or upload automatically is private or unlisted or whatever you want it to be, automatically listed under the category of education or science or whatever, automatically listed with English as the language. Why is that important? Well, if you want to do the automatic closed captions, it has to know what language to be looking for. So this is where you would set that. You can also make it to where you don't have comments on your videos automatically, so this is something you don't have to worry about every time you make a video. Some of you might like the comments on the videos. I always uncheck allow comments because I don't want to have to sort of moderate that in YouTube and in my course. I would just rather do it in Moodle. I don't want to have to do it both places. So let's look at that in YouTube here. Okay, so we are in the Creator Studio, and we'll go to video, let's see, go to channel, sorry. And then from channel, we'll go to upload defaults. And so I have mine to where everything is unlisted. I have education as my automatic category for every video. That doesn't mean you can't change it later on, different videos you make, you can go in and change. And then down here, I don't have this checked to allow comments. So every video, I'm not going to allow comments. And I have English. So that's just a simple way. And if you want to, you can just make all your videos private. And then when you make specific videos, just go in and make them public or whatever. Okay. And then, okay, so now looking at specific videos and the different ways that we can edit them. We're going to first look at the Info and Settings tab, And under this is where you give it a title, you can adjust the privacy settings, and like I was saying a little bit ago, it's integrated with your Google Plus page. So down here where you see this bright green circle, and I know it's kind of tiny right now, but it says Southern Nazarene University. I have this video set to private except Southern Nazarene University. And you can also type, I believe, emails in there. So if you want to make it private except one person or something like that, you can do that. And then thumbnail. Thumbnail is great, and that's right here. And that's where if you create a video and it's kind of frozen on an image, like with your mouth open or some kind of weird, like you're like, oh gosh, I don't want it sent out like that. This is where you would adjust that, and you can upload a picture to be the frozen frame here, or it gives you other options, which are better options.
Is that new? To upload a picture to be the... Sorry to interrupt you, but I mean, that's cool because it always catches you at an opportune moment.
Yeah, mine are always the worst.
Yeah, it makes up the time.
Yeah. The last few months I've noticed it on there, maybe in the last few months, but yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. And then right here you go to advanced settings, and I'll go into all of this on YouTube in just a second. And here you can adjust comments, language, and category again. So if you have something that's going to be different from your upload default and you want to adjust it, that's where you would do it. Let's go to YouTube, and I'm going to go to my video manager. I'm just going to select a video right here. Let's do this test one. I'm going to go to info and settings. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of these tabs at the top, enhancements, audio, annotations, all of that. But right here, thumbnail, see, I don't want it I don't want it to be frozen like this when I send it out to my students. So
it's not that bad. At least your eyes are open.
Yeah, that's true. So it gives me a couple other options, but they're not much better really. But then I can go to custom thumbnail, and I can just upload a picture there. And I'll just go ahead and do one. And so I just created a video for a guest speaker that's going to be here next week, by the way. His name is Dr. Jeff King, and I'm going to show you that YouTube video that I made, and I put like a big banner at the beginning as the thumbnail for him. And that's going to be a great session because he's going to be talking about testing and some of the latest neuroscience about different ways to test students. And so make sure that you come to that. I know there's a big PGS meeting though, so you may not be able to. But okay, so there's thumbnail, and then private. Let's say I want it to be private, but it's going to bring up all my circles from Google+, and I'm just going to choose my Friday training circle. Everybody I'm invited to Friday trainings, those are going to be the only people that can watch this video. And I can add a description right here, adjust my name, and I can add tags, kind of like hashtags, higher ed. Sometimes it suggests tags to you, but sometimes they're not very accurate.
So your ORC Friday training is part of your Google Plus or Google Circles, whatever?
That's a Google Circle, Google Plus Circle.
But not, can you use your groups that you create in your email, in Gmail? Because I'm not a Google Plus person.
You're not a Google Plus person? I'm not sure that that's a good question. I'm not sure if you can use those groups in Gmail in Google Plus. I'm sure there's a way you can do it. But in Google Plus, it basically has everybody that you have in your Gmail, and you just create these circles, which are just groups.
I've done it before,
Yeah.
but that's just, I guess I have a hard time. Facebook, this, that.
Yes,
that,
there's
that.
so many
Okay.
nowadays, I
But
know.
I thought, and so sorry to get you off track, but
That's
I
fine.
thought Google Circles or Google not Hangouts, but Circles were like going away, like Google was giving up. Has anybody heard that? That like, no, the whole trying to copy a Facebook that they had thrown in there.
I don't think they're
No.
developing Google Plus in long groups.
Okay, so
So it could potentially be phased out over time. But yeah, it was not a successful social network.
Yeah, not as successful as Facebook by any means. Yeah, yeah. The only reason I like it, frankly, is connected to our SNU Gmail, and so it isn't like I'm going fresh on the social media page, having to find everybody, they're already there
Yeah.
for me.
So how would I make it available to anybody with SNU email address? You said that was possible to do? But then,
Yeah, so you would,
that was the Circle 2 thing?
that was Southern Nazarene, it should pop up here, see right here, Southern Nazarene, there.
You didn't create that circle, did you?
No,
Oh,
that has
that's-
automatically been created here for anybody at SNU, yeah, so,
And that's
Yeah.
assigned on a video by video basis, correct?
yeah, you can do that, you can just add that to each one. Yeah, I don't think you can
Is it
make
a
that
default?
upload default,
Okay.
no, I don't think so, that's a good question, I can go back and see. On the defaults, it's pretty much just private, public, listed, unlisted, so,
Okay.
but that would be good if they added that. And then there's advanced settings, and there's the comments and the category and the video language and all of that. So allow embedding, I always have that checked so I can embed it in Moodle. Notify subscribers, those types of deals. Okay, so any questions about the pretty basic info and settings in YouTube? Okay, so let's go to enhancements. Okay, so this is the fun stuff. From here, you can auto-fix your video, add filters, which are, these types of colorings over here. You can make it black and white, all kinds of fun stuff to your video. Trim it. You can take off a little bit of the end or the beginning, or you can split it, which is taking out pieces of the middle. So if you're doing a recording and somebody comes by your office and, you don't want to start over, that's okay. You'll just split it and take that little piece out of there. Just take that little chunk out. So go to YouTube, go to enhancements. Yes. Okay, so test, great. So the color on this computer needs to be adjusted because I promise you, when I recorded in my office, it was not that dark. Because the video in my office is a lot brighter, or it looks a lot brighter. So I could do autofix from here, and it's going to kind of adjust the coloring, but it's not that much because I think it's the computer. I can play around with the filling the light here. Grab it. The contrast, the color temperature, saturation, that looks scary. Stabilize, that's more for if you're recording with your phone and it's kind of shaky, it'll stabilize it a little bit. There's slow motion, you can make it really slow. That's scary as well.
It is almost Halloween.
You can sound like a little chipmunk and make it faster, time lapse. But down here is really what I use the most, trim, especially on the training videos. Okay, so this is how you trim it. You probably already know this, but you just, you can take off a little bit of the beginning or the end. It's that easy. I'm just having trouble grabbing it. Okay, and then if you want to, let's say, well, the beginning and end are great. I don't want to do that. I just want to take off a little piece in the middle where maybe, I said the wrong word or something like that. You would just, well, let me clear that. That's a good, I like that button a lot. Okay, so what you would do is you can hit play. Rewind it. Test, this is just a test. And what you do is you hit split at the first point of where you want to take out, and then you hit split again at the end of what you want to take out, and then you chop it out. So I know that sounds kind of confusing, but I've hit split once, and then, so what it did here is it took this as the beginning of my split, and this is the end of my split, and so if I hit this X right here, it would take out all of that. Okay, but the good news is you can always hit clear, unless you've already hit done and save. Then you're just kind of up a creek. Well, and actually not completely, because there's this great button up here that says save as a new video. So you could save whatever you're editing as a new video, and you would still have your old video. So you don't totally lose it. So let's see if you can test. This is just a test. Okay, so it keeps using my first as the beginning of the split. But anyway, you can adjust it to whatever you like, really, and take out middles or ends or whatever. So, clear that. All right, so the next part is audio. You can add music. And to the top here, all of this is ad-free music, so you're not going to get ads or commercials with it. But if you can really search or add any type of music, really. So I just got back from Disney World, and I'm going to type in the Beauty and the Beast song right here, and it's actually there, which I was shocked. Okay. But I might get some ads with it because it's not one of the ad-free songs up here. So you can get that. Not sure that's the Beauty and the Beast song that I know, but that's why it has many options. And when you add your music, you can make it to where it's only the music, or it favors the music to where the music's a little bit louder. Sorry, that's or to where it favors your audio. So one will be more prevalent than the other. So turn this volume down a little bit and see if we can do this. It's not so annoying. Still a little loud. You can't really hear me on that one. Okay. Enough of that. But anyway, so, I mean, you get the gist of it, and you can position the audio actually anywhere in your video that you want. So you just tell it through this, where you would like the music to go. Okay. So, again, you can save it as a new video or keep your original one. Then there's annotations. Annotations, has anybody used this one before? No? Okay. Have you, Tamara?
I just played around with it. I actually haven't put it in a video. Yeah, it is fun.
So,
Is it easy though?
Is it easy?
Easy
Yeah.
and fun?
pretty much you just go up here and say add annotation, and these are your choices: a speech bubble, a note, a title, a spotlight, a label. What do you guys want to see? Any?
Is the spotlight new? I don't know. It's been a while since I've done it. So I
It
don't know.
just looks like kind of a box. I'm not too
Okay.
big on it. But
Okay.
see, here are all the annotations I've added to this video. You just move them to wherever you want them seen. You know, maybe I just want that in the beginning, but maybe I don't want it the whole video, and I just shorten it up a little bit. I only want the first couple seconds. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my mouse grabbing that, but that's all you would do. You just grab it, yeah, like that, and shorten it.
So what would that look like?
And so, let's see, let me hit play here. Well, let me add a little bit to it. Let's see. So I'm going to put some text in there. Let's say, we'll say click here. And then we'll do the color, say white text, and do some background, make it yellow so they can see it. And what I'm going to do is actually make it a hyperlink. And so when my students are watching this video, they can click on my video and it will take them to wherever I'm referencing. So, but there is a limit on what you can hyperlink. It's only going to let you have these options, okay? Another video, one of your other YouTube videos, which is kind of nice. So if you're referencing something else, you know, it's just right there. A playlist, a channel, your Google Plus page, different things like that. So I'm just going to say my Google Plus page. And it's already there. I don't have to, you know, type in the URL or even copy and paste it. It's already there. So, so that's what I'm going to do there. And let's see, slide changes. All right. I've already got a couple on there I was playing with. But... Okay, so it wasn't on there very long. Did you guys see it?
Mhm.
There's another one right there.
Yes.
So the one at the top up there that says follow us on Google Plus, I have my it's hyperlinked to Google Plus, of course, and that one is just a note. They all just look a little different, just the formatting, but they're all really the same. They're just images, and you can make them as big or small and appear wherever you want in your video. So I just created let me go here and show you one. I just created a video for a guest speaker, and I added some music to it, and I added a thumbnail at the beginning, and I added one of those hyperlink notes in there. And so let's take a look at it if it's not too loud.
How to drop text from your 4-letter word vocabulary. That's the name of our next training session on Friday, October 30th. Dr. Jeff King comes to us from UCO, and he'll be talking about how recent neuroscience is now providing some answers about the why of better methods to test. Please RSVP today on our Google Plus channel.
Okay, so that's a clickable link, and it would take them right into RSVP. So those are just some of the ways you can use those. Okay, so we've done audio and annotations. Cards. Cards are a little bit like annotations. Frankly, there's not a huge difference, but it's this little eye symbol that's in the top right of the video, and it's also a hyperlink, but they've created them especially if you're like a business and you're wanting to sell merchandise or you're trying to fundraise money, and so those are really kind of the ways they want you to use the hyperlink here. But let me take you in YouTube to see that. Here, to the Creator Studio. So cards, and then so that's pretty easy to add. You just say add card, and do you want to make it a video, another playlist, or another channel, or a link? And the thing with links is it has to be one that's associated with your account. It won't let you use just any link. So that's kind of, yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know. I think maybe because they're making it business related and they want to make sure it's just promoting your specific business. I don't know. I do have my Google Sites one embedded here, and I just kind of put it there as test. And then it's right here as well as the card. So you just hit more info, and it should take you there and show you what site I'm referencing. So, okay. I just love it because it's really kind of making your videos interactive. All right, so closed captioning. Do you have a question, Kurt?
No, this is what I want to know.
Okay. All right, so all videos must be closed captioned. Even if it's just a welcome video or just a progress video, a 1 minute, hey, you're doing well, my course video, it has to be closed captioned. And it must be 99% accurate. So what does that mean? That means that you can't rely on YouTube automatic closed captions, because a lot of times those are awful.
They're funny, but
Yeah,
they're funny, but they're not really good.
They're not precise and accurate.
Someone asked me, like in our online classes, sometimes we'll have students do a presentation and post it into a forum where others can share it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to have to start making students closed caption as well? Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard, but that's a good question. I don't think we really, I don't think we can enforce that at this point.
Or are we going to need to,
But, at
to
some
close
point,
caption their video? Or
we, so that's just what the, at the online learning conference that I was just at, these are some of the laws that were mentioned. Under 508, transcripts are only appropriate for audio. No longer, if you don't own a video, can you just type up a transcript and put it beside that. The reason being is that it needs to be synced with the video. So that's really what's going on out there. So some ways, some free ways that we can kind of, well, as you may know, YouTube, uploading a transcript that you've typed your video into YouTube. Has everybody here done that before? Do you know what that process looks like, kind of? Okay, so I can go through that and show you that. At YouTube, there are 2 ways to do your video. And, go here sometimes. Okay.
While you're doing that, Lou
Yes.
has a question. What is our timeline for compliance
For typing a transcript for
for
a
the
video.
closed captioning?
Yesterday.
I don't know, really.
I think that's bigger.
I
than
haven't
this,
been
right?
given a timeline. Yeah.
Brent Westa came down and asked me the same thing because I'd sent out the email after you came back from the conference and reported that transcripts are no longer good enough. And I told him, I said, you know, it's urgent, but I don't know that it requires overtime.
Right.
I mean, just as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Soon as humanly possible. I mean, if you're being
I mean,
stretched in
it's
all
one
these
of
different
those things that's like,
directions.
you're fine unless something happens.
Yeah.
I think online courses should definitely be made a priority.
We have our student worker going through all of them right now to see where we're at, to see how many have videos that don't have it. And so we're trying to compile a list so that we know, at least in the online realm, what kind of work we need to get done.
And can a student worker do that kind of work?
Yeah, we have
Absolutely.
one right now that's doing some of our training videos, but once we kind of get an idea of where we're at, we may.
So
retweak.
you all as faculty might help us in this, because this is our challenge, making administration see that this is a have to, and if they'll see that, maybe they'll pay for a service that we're trying to get that would do it for all of us, and we wouldn't have to spend time or make work studies do it. But our problem is that we don't know that we're being heard, so we don't know that we're going to be able to do that. But if all of the faculty chime in and say, we don't have time to be typing all of these CCs and these transcripts, and that might help us get that service. So,
Yeah. Numbers speak.
mhm.
The number we have, average amount of time per video.
I know there are numerous videos in MBA because Kirk and I were just looking at like one course
Yeah.
the other day. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking multiple chapters, multiple weeks, and multiple modules.
Yes.
Hours.
multiple hours.
I mean, I could spend the rest of the academic year.
Just on
It's
that.
a full-time job. We were just talking about that yesterday.
It takes forever.
Yeah.
Look at
Definitely.
2 students do it, and you not have to do anything.
But even one student to do all of your videos is still a lot. You know, it's a couple of things to show you all that might get us through until we can get something better. But if you're in YouTube and you've typed up a transcript for your video, you would just go here, subtitles and CC, add subtitles or CCs, select your language, English. Okay, then you can upload your file. If you type it in Word, you would need to save it as a plain text file to upload it. And you would just upload it. And I don't think it's gonna
It's a
work.
dot sign.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. But anyway, that's how you would do it.
TXT documents.
Yeah. Yeah, so that wasn't the right kind of document. But it's
That's a great caption.
But what's great is you would just say set timings, and it would sync it with the timing of the video, and it would be great. But going back, if you don't want to do it that way, there's
And then
another
don't you have to publish it? Like
And then
once the
publish.
timings are set, then you have to click publish
Right.
to publish it.
Yes, and then make sure you hit publish because it won't be shown to public unless you do that.
This makes it sound like you're saying it takes the words and links them up with the actual audio file, right? You don't actually have to pick the transition from.
Right.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
That's why it's great, yeah.
Of course, you have to write your own transcript and make sure you stay on point.
Yeah.
Before I make my videos now, I write my transcript and I read from them.
But I'm going to show you an alternative to that.
Okay.
Yeah, we have an alternative. I just
It might be easier, okay, but before I do that, let me show you the other way, transcribe and auto-sync. So this is the other way. If you don't want to type it up in the beginning, you hit play and you type as you watch the video right here. And it will still auto-sync it with your video, and it kind of pauses while you type. So it lets me type and pauses, and then it plays again.
This is just
So-
a test,
And then you hit set timings and publish.
test.
Where's the publish button?
Well, okay, so let me go ahead and do it. Set
So yeah, you
timings
won't see it till it.
and-
When does it know to pause? It pauses after because it knows you just typed in the word.
Right,
and
it
set
goes with your typing.
Okay.
So it will take a minute to do it. It's usually not that long. I mean, I type 2 words. So
Okay.
give it a minute and it'll pop up and you'll say
And then there will be a
publish.
button that'll say publish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be a
at
blue
the
button
top.
just like the set time.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Now, one issue, I think Tamara and I, we saw this issue in the beginning of the semester. Sometimes the auto closed captions will also pop up, so just make sure you have the green light on of the one you've transcribed if you don't want the closed caption one to pop up. So there's mine, and I'm going to say publish. And so I'm going to play my video.
Test, test. This is
I don't have my
just a test.
CCs on, that would help.
Test, test.
Okay, so anyway, so that's how you would do it there. Let me show you a couple other options because we're running out of time. Okay, so Google Docs has a voice typer inside of it. So what you can do is you can start recording your video, have Google Docs open, press that little microphone right there, and it will hear what you're saying and it will type it out for you. Now, of course, you're going to have to go back and have to add punctuation, but it's a lot easier than typing something from scratch. So you would just go in your Google Doc, go to Tools, and go to Voice Typing, and then make sure you click the microphone. So,
And this, I don't like to read from a transcript, so I did this, and it was really easy to use. The only thing is you gotta have two computers. So you have to have one with your Google Doc.
Two screens.
Yeah, two.
I'm sure there's
yeah.
budget line for that.
or you can do it with your phone. So
Yeah.
if you have Google Docs app on your phone, it works like that too. You just go to Voice Type and do it with your phone and record on your computer.
I tried it after you told me about it the other day, and it's pretty accurate.
Mhm.
It's more accurate than YouTube.
Well, and it's the same thing if you type your transcript to begin with, you still have to go back and make sure you didn't accidentally add something, you know, I mean, so it's kind of the same thing, but at least you don't have to try to type it, listen, type. You've at least got the bulk of it out there, is what I liked.
Okay, and then there's the Notes app as well as the Google Docs app on your iPhone, so you can use either one of these apps. Okay, and it's just that little microphone right there. And then I believe that will be sent to your email. I believe that's one of the options. You could just email it to yourself. No, I talked to somebody at the conference, and that's how she tells all of her adjuncts to capture their videos is through this Notes app on their iPhone. So, there's also this free Dragon dictation app on smartphones that you can use, and as you can see here, you can email it to yourself as well. And you just tap this and dictate. I have that on my phone, and I use that too. And that comes out pretty accurate as well. Okay, so those are for the videos you own. What about for the videos you don't own? Well, if we don't get the thing that we're wanting to get, you could use this. This is a free service. It's amera.org. And what it will do is you can put in any URL, supposedly. I've only used it once, so you'll have to play with it a little bit. But you can put in the URL, even if you don't own the video, and it will allow you to add closed captions to it. Now, you're going to have to type the captions, but still, this is a way you can add captions to a video you don't own, because in YouTube, you can't do that. So, amera.org.
And then, is the video back on YouTube?
No, I think it's in Amera, but it plays and it looks like the real video. It will just take your students there.
So we can still embed it into our course?
I believe so, yeah. You still can.
That is great.
Yeah. And you know what? Now that you say that, I think it does integrate with YouTube. I think it does.
I want to try that.
But I'm
Let
still
you know.
new to it because we just did a
We did
webinar on it
yesterday.
yesterday, so I'm still very new.
We're
So,
like, what?
yeah.
That's free?
So there's a couple of options for you. I know we're running out of time. One other thing, if you don't like your advertisements on your YouTube videos, here's a couple things you can do. Under Channel in this left-hand column, and then go to Advanced, just uncheck Allow Advertisements right there, because that box is usually always checked. And then make sure you hit Save. Now, I don't think it's going to take off all of the advertisements. But it should take off at least some of them, so I would do that. But then there's vtubetools.com, and I would go there, and you put in the URL of your video, and you uncheck Allow Related Videos. It gives you a new URL, and you can post that in your course, and it will absolutely not have any commercials. So, vtubetools.com, let me go there quickly for you. YouTube is, I've heard they're in talks about getting something to where they don't have commercials anymore, but that would be a piece that we'd have to purchase. But that's another thing as the ORC we will be pushing for because it's totally needed. Okay, so what you would do is you would put your URL right here of your video. Then you would come down here and where it says display related videos. You just hit no, because related videos are always commercials. And then you would just hit, what does that say? Yeah.
Get code.
Preview or get code, and it will give you the code to your video without any YouTube commercials.
That is wonderful. Thank you for
Yeah.
finding that. I like that.
I use that all the time.
I do too.
Okay, one last thing. If you want to have a departmental YouTube channel where all of your adjuncts and your course developers are putting their videos in one place, so if they no longer teach for you down the road and that video is just gone forever and you don't want to have to deal with that, or you need to add closed captions to their video or something like that, this would be the solution to that, and this is how you would do it. Go to your little settings gear icon, then from there you choose create a new channel, name it whatever you want, give it a type, and save. You have your new channel. Then from there, you'll go back to the settings icon and say add a manager. And you just go in and you type all of your different adjuncts names in there, and that way when they create their videos on their separate channels, they can put them on your channel. And you can own them. Because if they're doing them for your courses, I mean, ideally you should own them. Because you are going to be the one that answers for them. So.
Here's a question for you. If you have an old video that's not closed captioned, could you set up the Google microphone to record the audio? It writes its transcript.
That's what I thought about.
Yeah.
We haven't tried that.
We haven't tried it,
Let us
but
know
we
if
thought
it
about
works.
It should.
I say
It's clean.
go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, go for it. That would be ideal, right?
No other background noise in the office.
And we have kind of the good microphones here, so if you ever need to check ours out to do something like that, feel free to. So, okay, so that is about it on that. Please email me if you get to trying any of this and it's just not working or something like that. Questions, I'd be happy to assist.
So what's your sense from this purview looking over campus that everybody works with YouTube? I've only got a few. Most of my stuff is on like I used to be in